Hey, this will be a video chart on CJHBQ, Champion Enterprises Incorporated. I've been getting quite a few requests on this one. I'm finally getting around to doing a video on it. Nice looking chart, nice day today. Had some profit takers step in, but overall, solid looking chart. And then with today's volume, which you can see down here, quite a bit above average. I think the most it's had since back here in early December. I want to get it updated, and that way the people requesting it can finally kind of see this in video form. So, not sure when it went. Got the Q put on the end, but it's been in a very evident downtrend for quite a while. And right here, when the 50 period moving average rolled over, which is that purple line, that's when it got pretty brutal. We had this nasty day here, but since then it's bottomed out. Looks like it took a couple of months and is now working on trying to get back up. Still lots of work to do, but this is much better than seeing the chart where it kept making new lows. So long term, overall context, still bearish, but more recently, things have definitely started to take shape. Hopefully for the bulls. So with that being said, the first thing to kind of note is kind of minor, but all turnarounds have to start somewhere, so hopefully this is the turnaround with it. But if we look at our lows, we had a low here, and then this big move up, and then during its consolidation, it did put in a higher low, not by much, but every little bit counts. So we had this higher low, and now we're pulling back here, and the key is going to be, where do we put in a higher low? That's what we want to see happen, and that's what's going to make the chart look best. Is it a for sure thing? Obviously not. Nothing's for sure within the market. But the first place to start is kind of where would be an ideal spot. I get that question quite a bit. People asking, well, if we could pick a spot to put in a higher low, where do you think that would be? And my answer would be a good spot would be anywhere right around this area. Now, why do I choose that area? Well, two reasons. First is that's where the 20-day simple moving average currently is. And the other reason is that's where the 50-day simple moving average is. If we can hold the 50-day, that would be a very nice sign. Getting above it here, that was a great bullish sign. And now confirmation of this break would be seeing this level hold. That would be, kind of a great sign that, okay, this really was a true break, not a little fake one. So a great looking chart would show the price, it could possibly even drop down a little bit more, hit right around this area, and then see it head back up, because once again that would do two things. It would show that this break was confirmed. We broke it, came back, tested it, and then took off. That's what we would want to see ideally. So from the support level, what I'm going to do is kind of just draw a little line right around here to represent, this is where ideally we would like to see support hold. That line's kind of floating, but remember, the reason being we have these two moving averages right here. I'll change it to just the green to represent that's where we would like to see it hold. Now, in terms of resistance levels, this is where the chart actually gets pretty darn exciting, because if the price can get through this high up here, where it's been having some trouble right around let's see, we had a high of 13, a high of 13, and then it got up today to 12.5. So this 13-cent area is definitely being a kind of stubborn. But the good news about that is if 13 cents can clear, let me pull up the chart a little bit more, then our next area of resistance isn't up here until this area right around here where we had these previous lows. So if I bring this up some, this level is right up at right around 20 cents. So sure, you may be thinking, well, that's only a 7-cent increase. Well, the one thing you got to keep in mind is that we're only talking about a stock less than 20 cents. So from 13 cents up to 20 cents, percentage-wise, that's a very pretty looking gain there. So this is going to be the next resistance. I want to make that line a little thicker because I do think it'll be present a pretty big challenge. But nonetheless, that is kind of the price target if 13-cent level down here can finally get blown through. And with any sort of break on it, the higher the volume, the better. So if the price could get up here, make a move beyond that, and then see a volume day like this, or even better yet, something like that, that would really put a lot of confidence into it, and I'm sure that'd draw quite a bit of chartists and traders into the stock who like to play those sorts of breakouts. So that is where we stand from the resistance standpoint. And right now, what we actually have here, and keep in mind this is a very short-term pattern because it's only taking place over about 3 weeks or so. But to quickly sketch this out, we have a flagpole here, as we'd call it. We have a resistance, and then we have our support. And if you look, you can see a bull flag pattern here. Once again, this is a very short-term pattern, so when you hear bull flag, don't take this as meaning, oh, it's going to for sure shoot up here and test 20 cents. I just want to point out that we do have a nice little bullish pattern here happening in the shorter term, so we'll see what happens with this. But like I said, if we can get up here, break to the upside of this pattern, get through this 13-cent level, I wouldn't be surprised to see, the bulls work their way up here to this 20-cent level, but obviously one step at a time, and we'll have to see what happens. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you will be sent a free ebook, and then with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is it's all free. We've been making some good money together, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. One more time, this was CJHBQ. Thanks for listening.